Almost 10 years, trying to get pregnant, wife tells me to raise someone else. Story 1. Selfish. That's the word that sticks out in my mind through everything. We were high school sweethearts, got married after nearly 6 years together. We were pretty young, early mid-20s. First year was great, then she had some really tragic family issues. I lost my job, just a bunch of it. She never got over that period of time and has taken it out on me and everyone around her ever since. For almost 7 years, time was 6-10 times a year because she didn't want it. She spent tens of thousands on credit cards trying to make herself happy. Always got her way, got what she wanted, all about her. Then she decides she wants kids after years and years of saying absolutely not and comes to me to sort of apologize. She didn't apologize, just said, I know these past years have been tough, I want things to get better and start a family. After struggling for so long, I was thrilled. We start trying to conceive, not happening. Right around the same time, I start having pain, docs find something and I need surgery on a sensitive area to also possibly help us get pregnant. Use your imagination. Surgery went poorly and nearly 2 years later I'm still trying to recover. She was very unsupportive, actually said, I don't want to hear about your problems, but she was taking the whole not getting pregnant thing very hard every month. I tried to be there for her, but I was depressed, anxious, and in pain from my surgery and what was happening to my body. In February we were having crazy passionate time, trying to get pregnant still. A few weeks later she sits down to talk and tells me she doesn't know if she loves me, doesn't know if she wants to be with me, gives a laundry list of complaints from household chores, to me being unsupportive of her, to us not saying I love you or going on dates, etc. A month or so and several marriage counseling sessions in with her counselor of 8 years, she makes a comment and I snap and ask her for the truth. Initially she asks me why I think she's not being truthful, then I remind her I'm not an idiot and she breaks down and tells me. She had been spending a lot of time talking to this guy at work. She had started a new position where she had to work closely with several people on a daily basis, all men. She told me how he was supportive and comforting through her conceiving difficulties while I was not. My surgery pain recovery be damned, and how she had developed feelings and emotional connection with him. He is married with 2 very young children, and I found out he is leaving his wife family. So incredibly selfish, that's all I can think of or say. Nearly 10 years of catering to her needs, emotions, wants, desires, moods, her spending tens of thousands of dollars, her devaluing my thoughts, emotions, her expecting support from me while actively telling me not to even talk about my pain struggles, her having an emotional affair with a married man who has 2 very young children. The reality is, she has changed so much over the years I don't even recognize her. I put up with so much for so long, I thought it was normal, okay? At this point I'm just furious at myself for staying and putting up with everything all these years and astonished by how incredibly selfish and awful she is. I felt like I couldn't just abandon my wife after all that terrible had happened early on, but she certainly abandoned me and stabbed me in the back when I needed her. Feels bad. Redditors' reactions. Redditor 1, if it helps, they won't be happy together. He will probably make her pregnant and 2 years later he leaves her for someone else. Or she will cheat on him as soon as she finds someone that is nice and caring as well, will get pregnant from him and tell the new guy that it is his kid. Be happy that the trash took itself out. Get a really good lawyer and protect your rights, finances and assets. She doesn't deserve you. Always remember, just because she wasn't able to see how wonderful you are, doesn't make you any less wonderful. Don't make it to your problem that she wasn't able to see that. Redditor 2, first I'd bet $100 it's not an EA, it's a PA, especially since he's leaving his wife, I'm assuming for your wife. Second, dude, why did you put up with this crap for so long? I know she had early issues, but as I read this I just think I'd have kicked this bee out if she treated me like that. Please don't take this as shaming, but I'm guessing you have very low self-esteem. Think of this thing this way, you're finally free. Good riddance to bad garbage. Contact a lawyer immediately and get papers written up. If you can do it, get her to move out ASAP. She can move in with friends or family, get her own place, or even join the circus, who cares? Story 2. WW experiencing life without me and waking up from fog. My wife of 7 years started a childish PA about 3 months ago. 1 month ago I've gone almost no contact except by email about children logistics, and living in a different apartment. We weren't married by paper, so this is basically our life now, divorced. For a long time my WW complained about how crappy of a partner I am and how someone else would treat her so much better. But in reality I am overall an amazing partner who gave so much to her and our family and have a remarkable level of patience to deal with mistreatment for years like I don't think anyone else could. I thought this was a long rough patch and we would get through to the other side eventually through continually loving her, but her resentment towards me grew. Me being highly loyal, nothing she did to me made me leave. While she pushed me away I kept the vows of marriage and kept cleaning up any mess she made. The only thing to end the marriage to me is infidelity or death. When I found out she had time a month after kissing this random boy she met drunk at a house party, I was crushed, and I'll admit I still did the pick-me dance for a couple weeks. Thankfully no more than that, I 180'd and cut her off. So here we are, after all these years of her wanting the relationship to be over, she got what she wanted. And she is realizing the grass was not greener elsewhere. The day after the 180 she was trying hard for me to come and do things with her as friends, saying she still has love for me. I explained to her we are not friends and I am not doing anything for her anymore. She now is experiencing what she claims she always wanted. She gets to do all the work in her apartment and pay for everything and do everything I used to do, which was the majority. She is a teacher and starts school next month, so her summer fantasy is over and it's back to slaving away with zero help from me. It's only been a month since she got what she always wanted and already she has tried hard to spend time with me, and recently her dad has called me and said how when they talk she always says she loves me so much but thinks it's over, which I said it is over unless she gives herself to GD. He says he is flying in from Europe in the next few months so we can talk, I guess, but to me that means nothing if she can't change herself. My WW told me multiple times she is GD and she created everything. She actually believes this and was not joking when she said this. She has a huge ego and seeks validation from Snapchat, Instagram, any person she can talk to distract her from the void within. She is really very lost and damaged and does not do the work to overcome this. I am in this apartment lease until next summer. I figure she has until then to figure it out, and if not I am moving out of state. In just 1 month a lot seems to be happening, and when she goes back to work I feel it's really going to clear her fog, cause the reality of life is going to hit hard. But the only way I'd ever accept her back is if she repents and completely changes herself religiously and morally. I will never ever accept the mistreatment she put me through ever again. I'm just a little annoyed in this position of not knowing the future and having to go through this crap because she refused to introspect. The solace I have is no matter what happens my life is now good and I won't accept anything less. Why even give her the chance? Well, I see the good in her and think she has highly misled herself, if she could just realize that. I've worked so hard to get to where we are, and if this is what it finally took to get us through our marital problems, then so be it. Since I am going to be here working for a year, I think I might as well have a little more patience to see what happens as she experiences life without me, the one thing we never tried. Our is best case scenario if it is real and true. Nothing more powerful than a whole family working in unison. But if not, that is okay too. Time will tell. Just getting my words out there and wanted to share. If anyone else has similar experiences, please share. Redditor's reactions. Redditor 1, by getting back with her, you'll just be handing her an approval stamp to do it again. I knew he loves me too much to ever leave me, I'm his goddess, he'll never find anyone better than me. I'm his everything. You can't fix broken people. How long until she starts taking you for granted again and looking elsewhere? 2 years. 10? You know that day is coming eventually, and then you will be smacking yourself in the head after realizing you only managed to waste yet another 10 years on this person. Be smart, man. Stay away.